Welcome back to Real English Talk, the podcast dedicated to helping you move from simply studying English to actually using it naturally and confidently. I'm your host, Jessica. Today, we are tackling one of the biggest headaches for all English learners, the speaking block. Do you ever feel like you know the grammar, you know the words, but when a native speaker asks you a simple question, your brain just freezes? You want to say something, but silence comes out. Maybe you say or because you're desperately searching for that perfect sentence. You are not alone. And let me tell you, the problem is not your vocabulary. It's not your grammar. The real issue is the time delay between the question and your response. And today, we are going to fix that. I'm going to share 3 secret brain hacks, simple techniques to help you speak fluently and confidently in 3 seconds or less. Let's start with the root cause. Why does this speaking block happen? We have 2 main culprits in your mind. The first is perfectionism. You are trying to translate the entire perfect sentence from your native language into English inside your head before you speak. You want to avoid mistakes. But this process is too slow. Your brain panics and it hits the emergency stop button. The second culprit is what I call the inner translator. This is the little voice constantly translating everything. Until you can switch off that inner translator and switch into English mode, you will always be stuck. The good news? The solution is not more studying. The solution is forcing yourself to respond immediately. Here are the 3 hacks. Hack number 1 is the 3-second rule. This is crucial. You must force yourself to say something, anything in English, within 3 seconds of hearing the question. It doesn't have to be the perfect answer. You can start with a simple sound. The goal is to prioritize speed over perfection. You are training your brain to react in English, not in translation. Let's try it. If someone asks you, "Did you enjoy your dinner last night?" Don't wait 5 seconds while translating. Do, within 3 seconds, say, "Oh yeah, I loved it." Or maybe, well, it was just okay." Even a simple opening like, "Well," or "That's a good question," counts. It breaks the silence. And trust me, once you start, the rest of the sentence is much, much easier to form. Start simple, start fast. Our second hack is the thought replacement technique. When you follow the 3-second rule, you still might need a second or 2 to gather your main idea. Instead of filling that silence with or which can sound hesitant, you replace that hesitation with natural English filler phrases. These phrases buy you time and make you sound more natural. These are your new safety net. Here are 4 I want you to memorize today. Number 1, well, let me see. Use this when you need time to decide. Number 2, to be honest, use this when giving an opinion. Number 3, that's a tricky one, perfect for questions that require deep thought. And number 4, use this when you want to clarify a point. Example, imagine you are in a job interview and they ask, "What is your biggest weakness?" Instead of panicking, you say, "Well, that's a tricky one. I suppose I sometimes focus too much on small details." See? The filler phrase bought your brain time. They are 100% natural and they completely stop the awkward silence. Practice them. Our final secret hack is the chunking method. Here is the key. Native English speakers rarely talk in long, perfect, grammatically complex sentences. We speak in chunks, short, manageable phrases. The moment you feel yourself planning a long, complicated thought, break it into 2 or 3 smaller, simpler chunks. Example, you want to say this long sentence. Yesterday, I went to the shopping mall with my friends, and we ate at a new Italian restaurant that just opened. That's too much pressure. Chunk it. Chunk 1. I went to the shopping mall yesterday. Chunk 2. I went there with my friends. Chunk 3. We tried a new Italian restaurant. This method reduces the cognitive load. You only have to plan a small phrase at a time, making it much easier to maintain your speed and your fluency. Focus on delivering one small idea, then move on to the next. To summarize, if your English is stuck, remember, the problem is not knowledge, it's delivery speed. 1. Use the 3-second rule. Force yourself to speak immediately. 2. Use the thought replacement technique with natural fillers like "to be honest." 3. Use the chunking method to break complex thoughts into simple phrases. Your homework is to go out and apply one of these hacks in your next English conversation. Don't wait for perfection. Go create that opportunity. Thank you for tuning in to Real English Talk. If this episode gave you a confidence boost today, please like and subscribe to the channel right now so you never miss our simple, practical lessons. And I want to hear from you. Leave a comment below and tell me, which of the 3 hacks will you try first? The 3-second rule, the filler phrases, or chunking? See you next time, and keep speaking real English.